So you want to learn about the myths and the truths about East Oakland, California? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get to it. Welcome to the Living in Oakland channel. I'm Rich Fleming, your local realtor, and I'm here to teach you everything you need to know about living, working, playing, sleeping, eating, whatever, in Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay. I get a ton of people who reach out to me on a regular basis about what it's like to live here. How do they relocate here? What do they need to know before they get here? And I absolutely love it because that is why I do these videos. So if you have questions about what it's like to be here or you're thinking of moving here, you know what to do. Drop me a text, give me a call, send me an email, whatever works for you. Because when it comes to helping you relocate to Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay, I got your back. So in today's videos, we're going to talk about East Oakland, one of the most misunderstood areas of Oakland, and talk about 3 myths and 3 truths about that area of the city. Myth 1, that a lot of people that don't know Oakland and aren't familiar with the area do believe, and that's that East Oakland is on the east side of Oakland. Well, actually, the truth is East Oakland is located on the southerly and westerly sides of Oakland. And there are 2 reasons to explain how East Oakland got its name. The historical reason is that Oakland used to be a much smaller city back in the late 19th century and early 20th century. And after the 1906 earthquake in San Francisco, Oakland aggressively merged with a lot of cities and towns in the area to form what is today known as Oakland. And as it turned out for locals back then, most of these cities and towns were to the east side or the southeast side of Lake Merritt. And locals started to refer to these newly merged parts of the city as East Oakland. The practical reason for the use of the name East Oakland today is on the east side of Lake Merritt, all of the streets are referred to as East 1st Street, East 3rd Street, East 14th Street. Whereas on the westerly side of Lake Merritt, streets are just known by their number. 14th Street, 15th Street, 8th Street. So it refers to a part of town relative to Lake Merritt. That's why it's called East Oakland. So myth 2, East Oakland is a dangerous place to visit or live. The truth is, you gotta understand the nuances of East Oakland. East Oakland is a huge area of the city, and depending on who you ask, most locals would probably define East Oakland as being bounded by the 580 freeway on the north and east, the East 14th Street on the north and west, the 880 freeway on the south and west, and the city of San Leandro on the south and east. So if you look in that area, there are probably about 30 different neighborhoods in this vast region. There are some neighborhoods that definitely have their challenges with crime if you look at the crime statistics put out by the city, the state, and so on. But there are other neighborhoods within this vast region which people love living in, and they have a lot to offer. So you cannot just judge East Oakland as a whole. You have to understand the sub-neighborhoods. You have to do your research to understand the differences between the different areas within East Oakland. Myth 3, there's no economic development or opportunity in East Oakland. Well, the truth of it is that, once again, East Oakland is a vast area, so you can't just summarize what's going on in East Oakland with a statement like that. However, there are areas of East Oakland that definitely need more assistance in developing and creating more economic opportunity. And the great thing about this is the city and the people who live there are working on creating these opportunities. So there are two reasons that East Oakland is starting to develop more than it has traditionally. The first is just the popularity of Oakland overall. As many people in more expensive parts of the Bay Area, San Francisco, the Peninsula, South Bay, even Marin, realize that Oakland creates an opportunity for them to live at a, relatively speaking, less expensive price point than many other parts of the Bay Area. This creates opportunity, this creates new blood in the area. The real hope is that the people who are currently live there also get to participate as the areas within East Oakland all begin to thrive. The second opportunity in East Oakland, which is a little bit further down the pipe, I'd say probably 5 years or so, maybe a little bit longer, is the development of the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum site. So for those of you that aren't aware, the teams that do or used to play professional sports in Oakland all played in one basically facility, and that's the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. So the Raiders used to play there, they are now in Las Vegas. The Golden State Warriors used to play there, they are now in San Francisco at the Chase Center. And the Oakland A's still play at the Coliseum site, but they are looking to build a new stadium, hopefully somewhere in Oakland. So it hasn't been determined where they will play for sure. So the city and the county are really working on what do we do with this vast tract of land in East Oakland, and how can we make it most useful to the city and its residents. And the city has worked on and developed a plan to create about 5,700 units of housing in the area, which are desperately needed. If you know anything about the Bay Area, you know we have a housing shortage. The other aspects of the plan are to make that area an entertainment and commerce area. A commerce area that is at least hopefully scheduled to bring 20,000 ongoing jobs to the area. And it is perfectly located to do that because it is very close to the Oakland Airport, and it also already has its own BART station, the Coliseum BART station. So this area is already primed for development. It just has to get there. I'll drop some links below about some of the proposals for the development at the Coliseum site. So that was 3 quick myths and truths about the East Oakland area. Don't just believe the stereotyping about East Oakland. It is a vast region of the city and has a multitude of different neighborhoods. It has a multitude of great parts and challenging parts. So you have to do your homework and understand what part of East Oakland may or may not work for you. But the most important thing is that the city and the people who are living there are working to improve all parts of East Oakland and develop it so it can thrive along with the rest of the city. So if you have any questions about East Oakland or any other part of Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay, you know what to do. Drop me that text, give me that call, send me that email, whatever works for you, because I'm here to answer your questions and help you relocate to Oakland and the rest of the San Francisco East Bay. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up so YouTube knows to show it to other people who have interests similar to yourself. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know each and every time I drop a new video, and I will catch you in the next video.